to create a personal growth and professional development plan, start by defining your results and motivation. You can develop an action plan using the SMART goal setting method. Hi, myself Dr. Rita Singh Rathore, and today's topic is a professional and personal development plan. Personal development plans aim to improve one's physical, emotional, or social well being in some way. In contrast, professional development plans aim to improve one's professional performance in a specific role or in their broader career path. So, we will talk about the both, either it's a personal or the professional development plan. So, how you will create your own professional and personal development plan, you start to define the kind of person you want to be, which qualities you want, which skills you want to have in your personality and accomplishment you want to achieve. And then you map out your long-term and short-term goals to realize these aspirations and set timelines for when you want to reach them. So PDP is a way for people to assess their own skills and abilities, consider their aims in life, and set goals in order to realize and maximize their true potential. So PDP can be undertaken in various ways like coaching, education, training, and the mindset changes. Multiple things are there. It might be you can make the PDP plan for the continuing education. You may make it for the participation in the professional organization or the research work, or if you want to improve your job performance and your personal skills. Either you want to increase duties and the responsibilities in your work area, or you want to approaches to the professional development. If you are involved in some skill based training that I want to improve particular skills in my personality, then also you can make a PDP plan. So but here which the things I have coded over here maximum related to the students, how they can prepare their own study plan or the personal and the professional development plan. So here in an explanation of the PDP plan with an example for the students. In a PDP plan, first step is a self-assessment. As for example, I took an example of a student. So suppose that you are a student of a MBA class or anyone, I will call Alex. Fine. If Alex want to make a self-assessment, so it's a foundation of your PDP and a critical step you should take seriously whenever you update your PDP in the future. In this step, you will evaluate your personal and professional interests, which you are much connected with, and hopes, plans, and the dreams you have for your career, as well as your current knowledge and the skill set. So, rigorous self-assessment and development planning enables providers to identify strengths and the weaknesses in their provision, to plan actions to improve the quality of provision, to raise the standard, and to increase their overall effectiveness. So how do you do a self-assessment? Like suppose that I'm a student, I want to make my own self-assessment. So what I will do, I will include the appropriate elements like that determine the timeline for your self-evaluation. What is the timeline will be there? How many months? How many years? And give insight into your success. Then give examples of your strength and the weaknesses, that these all areas are of my strength, like I'm very confident person, and as a weakness I'm lazy or something. Or highlight your growth mindset, like what you want to be in future, and you just give your honest review that where you are lacking, and keep it professional. Then use the action words. So these all are the main the way you will prepare your, and is many times they ask you that in the PDP plan why to go for the self-assessment, what is the main purpose of it. So if you will go through the self-assessment to help an individual know the extent of their abilities and to improve upon them, because if you will not go through the process, how you would come to know about your own abilities and how you will just improve your weak point. And it can be daunting to an employee when they first start self-evaluating, but over time it becomes more natural also. And when it should be done like a self-assessment is a tool that can help you reflect on the track, your career progress, achievements, and the skill development. If you plan to ask for a promotion or a pay raise or another form of recognition, a self-evaluation can be an effective tool for highlighting all the reasons for your request, that where you put your efforts overall. Fine. So this way the self-assessment can increase the interest and motivation level of students or the professionals for the subject, leading to enhanced learning and the better academic performance, and helping students in development of the critical skills for analysis of their own work. And content may be subject to copyright, like these all are the my main areas. So everybody need to be very much honest to prepare the PDP plan. And first part is the self assessment. For example, a student, as I say that I'll call him Alex, conducts a self assessment and realizes that he excels in the quantitative analysis and leadership skills, but lacks effective communication skills, which he believes are crucial for his future career in consulting. So that person, this is his personal self-analysis, that which skills he needs and which skills are lacking in his personality. So how he will improve, how he will make the PDP plan accordingly. After the self-assessment, next is a goal setting. So what is a goal setting in the PDP plan? See, in the PDP plan, goals are objectives you set to improve your character, your career, your skills and capabilities. And setting these goals involves assessing yourself, like the self-assessment, and identifying the areas in which you can improve to maximize your potential. So to get started with personal development, you should create a plan with the actionable steps. So however, not every goal is effective. The way that you word your goals will determine whether or not you reach them. When establishing goals, it is important to remember the 4 P's of the goal setting. They need to be positive, personal, possible, and prioritize. Because if it is not presentable, if you are not presentable and it's not existing in you, you can't improve it. So you need to go through accordingly. And the professional goals are anything you hope to achieve during your career, including skills, your own milestones, your any dream project, your career changes, or the salaries. Anything, for anything you can settle a goal, and you need to dream big accordingly, and you just set the goal and start to work on it to achieve the success. They also can be goals you wish to accomplish personally or to help your any company where you are working, it may be. So you need to answer for where do you see yourself. As sometimes you may plan your life and you design your life that this years or this decided for particular task. So you may make it accordingly. Where do you see yourself in the 5 years? Like in a 5 years, if I said I see myself as an integral part of the company who has helped contribute to the growth and the success of the organization, or being a student where I would be there in within a 5 years, then you can plan according to your study journey or anything. So I would like to continue developing my skills and knowledge in order to be able to take on more responsibility within the company or anything which wherever you want to be. And you may describe accordingly that avoid giving like I want to reach the next level, I want to make an impact. So this way you can plan according to your goal, that it's all up to what you want to achieve in your life. Accordingly you may set the goals. Suppose that, for example, I choose one name Alex, so he sets an example for a smart goal to improve presentation and communication skills to confidently deliver client presentation within a 6 month. Suppose that this is your goal, then you will make the PDP plan accordingly. This is my goal and my own skills are like that. I have to improve particular skills. This is my time moderation and how you will review about your skills and what will be the result. Accordingly you will make. And in the last I will show you some of the charts and the slide in the slides that how you may plan to make your own goals. After the self-assessment and the goal setting, the next part is the action steps. That how you will take steps for the goals which you have already decided after observing your skills. So an action step refers to the specific efforts that are made to reach the goals. For yourself or your for agency or wherever you are working or for any task. So action steps are the exact details of your action plan. That what is your action plan is there to achieve your goal. Mind it, that whichever the goal you have decided and now which type of the steps you will take to achieve your goal is called the action plan or the action steps. So they should be concrete and the comprehensive, and each action step should explain what will occur, and how much or to what extent these actions will occur. So, but accordingly, you will take the steps. Like the first, you define your goal, then list down the steps to be followed, which steps you will take. Then prioritize tasks and add deadlines, which is very important, deadlines according to the time. Then set the milestone, that what is your main target. Then identify the resources needed to achieve your goal, which type of the resources are required. Fine. Then visualize your action plan, that this is my action plan, and which with the help of these all resources, this is my deadline, I will achieve my goal. Then you step by step, suppose that you have decided after the 2 months I will achieve my goal, after the 6 month, at the end of the year I will achieve my goal. But you need to monitor, you need to evaluate, and after the monitoring all the things and the evaluation, you need to take action, which type of the actions are required. Accordingly, you may achieve your goal if it is planned systematically, because generally you need to include what, who, and when. But they outline the action steps your program will take to achieve your goals and objectives, the persons responsible, and the projected completion dates, because the time is very much important, that what is your deadline. Then determine an overall vision and create a purpose statement to develop goal for each area of the life, not only for the study purpose, not to achieve only the your professional growth. As previously I said, this is a personal and the professional development plan, personal related to your life, that you need to develop the goals for each area of the life. Then you need to measure the progress. If some lackings are there, then you need to take action. Accordingly, you will take a step to make your personal and the professional life comfortable. For example, Alex, he's a student. So he is enrolled in a public speaking workshop to join a local Toastmaster club and the practice delivering presentation in front of friends or the classmates. So this is his action steps to achieve the goal, because his main problem is in the lack of the communication. That's why he chose this skill to be developed in his personality. So he need to seek feedback from professors or the class presentations, because if he will not go through the evaluation part and he will not take the review report, then he can't improve the skill. So accordingly, whichever goal you have decided, I'm not saying again that it is relevant to your profession only, if you are a professional, or only for the student, or only for the personal. It is included for each and everyone in a life. Either you want to decide something in your personal life which is relevant to your own family or something, or your professional plan which is relevant to your job or the business, or for the students. It is important for each and everyone to plan. While analyzing your own skills and the surrounding features, you need to settle a goal. Then you start to go through the action steps to achieve your goal. After the action steps, next is the resources and the support. So what are the resources and the supports? Like, to achieve your goals, which type the resources are required and which type of the support is required in your journey, in your action steps. For example, you need some tutors, you need some counselor, you need some career coach, you need some guidance from the professors or the book or the any review report. So resources are relevant to the people, equipment, place, money, or anything else that you need in order to do all of the activities that you plan for, because every activity in your activity list needs to have resources assigned to it. And before you can assign resources to your any project, like the study project or the business or the personal, you need to know their availability, that the resources are available or not, because in the absence of the resources you can't update yourself, then you can't achieve your goal even. So resource planning is the process of identifying, estimating, and allocating the resources needed to successfully complete a project or any program or any initiatives. So effective resource planning helps to manage risk and uncertainty, if any uncertainties are there, or any minimized delays are there, or any optimized resource utilization to meet project objectives and the timeline, you need the resource planning. Fine. And it is very important because it refers to the strategy for planned and the judicious utilization of the resources. And resource planning is essential for the sustainable existence of all forms of the life. This shows that resource planning is needed at the any level, it's all up to your plan, that which plan you have made. And action plan resources are like, because during the time of the action plans you need resources, because these are the inputs required to execute the plan. Suppose that resources are not there, you want to, as I said, this is a student's plan, and that person want to improve his communication skills. Now the resources are not there, any workshop is not there, any training is not there, any tutor is not there, and the students group is not there, nothing is available as a resources. Then how the Alex will improve his communication skills? So that's why the resources are required, because he also asks his because if the, as a resource person, professors are not there, then how he would improve, how he will take the particular feedback from the professors for recommended reading materials on the effective presentations. So that's why resources are the main part, because it's a part of the support to achieve your goal. During the action steps you need the resources. So that's why resources and the supports are the very important part to achieve your goal. So whenever you make your own development plan, own PDP plan, you need to work out each and everything systematically. You need to make a very well structured plan for your life. If you want to avoid the procrastination, then you need to go through the timeline. So what is a timeline in your action plan, which is a PDP plan? So in any project or in any action goal, you need to decide a timeline is a detailed schedule for your project, because it spells out all the tasks involved and a deadline for each, so that your entire team can see when individual steps will take place and when the whole project will be wrapped up. And a timeline is a crucial part of the planning process. Without it, you can't ensure your project stays on track and you will meet all the key deadlines, because in the absence of the timeline, nothing could be done. And creating a detailed project timeline is no easy feat. So project managers usually have to put it quite some time and efforts. Being a student, as Alex has decided to improve the communication and skill, then he has to decide the timeline, that how many weeks or the days or the months are required to achieve the goal. So during the action plan, he will decide everything accordingly. But how you will develop? Suppose that I took an example of a student, but if you are a professional or the personally you want to make some development plan, how you will decide to develop your own timeline? That's why you need to first create a project brief, that for which purpose you have prepared the PDP plan. Then you need to organize the project scope, that it is worthful or not. Then you need to estimate that how much time per task. Suppose that 5 tasks you have decided in your life, that professionally I want to grow here, and the personally I want to grow in that area, socially it's like the just according to the a society person. So you need to make an estimate that how much time per task, like the professionally how many years are required, socially how many years are required, personally how many years are required for this, or the months. Then define the task dependencies, then make a note of milestones while reviewing everything, then build the project timeline. So accordingly you will decide everything, because it is very important. In the absence of the timeline, you can't complete your project efficiently, because it will suppose that the Alex want to improve the communication skills. So during the process, during the review report, during the practice and everything, he will improve the communication, and project process can more easily be tracked, and it will make you it will just keep you away from the procrastination, and better time management you'll learn. It will improve the motivation, because if once when the things are systematic, you will be very motivated person, and important tasks get done first. You have to make it there, and outline your goals. Note down your main key milestones. Suppose there are multiple milestones are there, then what are the main key milestones? Then you decide the time frames according to your particular milestones. Because in this presentation, in the written way, I have shown one student's, I took an example of an student, but in explanation I want to add each and everything, that what is the worth of the PDP plan, personal and professional development plan. Like if you want to be successful in your life, in your professional world, in a society, then how you will frame out all the things systematically. Here, as a student, Alex created a timeline with the deadline for each action steps. For instance, he plans to complete the public speaking workshop within the first month, and aims to give his first presentation practice in front of his classmates by the second month. So accordingly, he has planned everything like the month wise. to achieve his goal. So this is an example. But how you want to make your own plan, you may structure accordingly with the help of this example. Now next is the measurement and the evaluation. Like your goal is been decided and you start to take steps also, and you start to work out also according to all the things. Now in between you need to monitor all the things, that the things are going in a right track or not. Regular tracking is important because the monitoring and evaluation plan is a document that helps to track and assess the results of the interventions throughout the life of a program, and it is living document that should be referred to and updated to on a regular basis, while the specifics of each programs, like the whichever you have planned, either being a student or the family person or the professional person or the job person or the businessman, you need to make a plan and you need to monitor accordingly that your steps are going well or not. You will get the review report accordingly, and it will include everything, like your plus and the minus, every points will be there. But why it is important? Because it is very important to develop the monitoring and evaluation plan before beginning any monitoring activity, so that there is a clear plan for what questions about the program need to be answered, and it will help you to change your action steps. Suppose that you are going on you have a tracking record, and you want to, being a student, as Alex is there, and he wants to improve his communication skills. After the 1 month training, he decided that he will give presentation in front of his friends and the tutors. So but in between he has to maintain the track record during the training period. Suppose that during the training period of the 1 month he didn't gone through the that track record, and directly he is just going to give the presentation, maybe it will not go well or maybe well. So in between, if the track record will be there, then he can make changes according to the time and the situation. And if there in the profession also, if you want to take any promotion in your job, if you want to expand your business branches, if you want to promote anything, then you need to go through the measurement, that what is the while the monitoring system, you will track the record that the things are going according to your plan, because you have just decided some of the milestones, some key milestones for your growth, for your through your action plans. Fine, as you want to achieve some goals. So in between, you will track the record that things are going well in the right direction or not with your team or yourself. If some changes are required, you will do changes immediately, and you will not wait for the last moment, that when some downfall will be there, then I will make the changes. No, during the time of the measurement, during the monitoring system, during the evaluation process, you will change the things to make it positive, because you want to achieve your goal 100%. You want to get gain. So because of that, this process will work there. The measurement, while monitoring all the things, you will evaluate all the things. For example, again I'll come to the example of the students, because it will make you easy to make your own plan. After the 2 months, Alex evaluate his progress, like the training and presentation, everything. He finds that he has successfully completed the public speaking workshop and received positive feedback from his classmates on his initial practice presentation. In the same way, you will track your own record in your life, either the personal or the professional, while the monitoring the things, while the evaluation, that before you had decided, like the 1 year before or the 6 month before, that I will maintain this much account bank balance, or the business branches, or the job promotion, or the studies. So after the evaluating all the things, what is the result? This is the main thing, because you are working to achieve a goal. Everything is will be there very much clear, that what according that your action plan is good or not, it is a systematic or not, or you need to make some of the changes. Now after the monitoring system, after the evaluation process, adjustment part is there. Adjustment when it will be required? When the result is there. Like you have settled your goal according to your skills. Then you start to take steps after planning everything, like you have decided everything. And during the action step, you just observe the monitoring system is there to track your record, and evaluation part is there. So after the evaluation part, there will be adjustment. So what is the adjustment? Adjustment is that if you are able to achieve your goal then that is okay. Great. But suppose that some complications are there, some problems are there, then some types of the adjustment you will be there. Maybe you will extend the timeline. Don't forget, I'm not just going to change that you will change your goal. No, your goal is there because you have to be very much determined to achieve your goal. What you will do, you will change some of the strategies. What you may do, suppose that there is some lacking, then you may extend the timeline, or you may change some of the resources if you are not able to achieve your goal. This type of the adjustment could be there. For example, the Alex realizes that he is making good progress with his communication skills, so he decided to challenge himself further by the volunteering for more presentation in the class and considering an advanced storytelling workshop. He decided in that way. But being a business person, being a job person, being a family or the society person, you may plan accordingly. Suppose that you are a business person, then and you are able to achieve your goal, you may expand your business. You may open up your wings while opening some more branches. Or suppose that you are a job person, then you may take a hike in your salary, or you may take promotion. And being a student, you may extend your knowledge according, you just go through some more workshop and the things. So accordingly, there is about the positive and the negative, both the type of the things will be there. Then you may make some of the changes in your PDP plan, like you may extend some timelines, that you want to make some more plans, you want to achieve some more goals, yeah, or you want to extend some more resources to achieve your goal. And if some lacking are there, then accordingly also. So after the measurement, the evaluation part, when the everything is very much clear to you, very much transparent to you, that whatever the things you have decided to achieve in your life according to the timeline, you are able or you are not able, so accordingly you can make changes positively. And if you have the positive feedback, then also, if the negative, then also accordingly you may prepare everything, which is called a adjustment. One more thing I have added in the PDP plan, that is the celebration and the reflection, because I'm more into in these all celebration and the reflections. See, after your hard work and the smart work, and with your patient and with your efforts and the dedication, whichever the things you have decided in your life, being a very dedicated and determined person, you are able to achieve your goal in the decided timeline. So it's a time of the celebration. It's a time of to whatever the things you have achieved, you just celebrate. And then again you may plan something else. So celebration is a very important part. As Alex celebrates his improved presentation skills by successfully delivering a presentation in front of a panel of more clients. And he takes time to reflect on his journey and notes how much more confident he feels compared to the start. So your celebration methods also could be different according to your own choice. If you want to celebrate with some any parties or something, if you want to celebrate while launching some more things in your business, or while improving some more skills, while attending some more conferences and the workshop, while presenting some more papers, being an academic person, or anything could be there, is it's all up to you. So it will keep you motivated towards your goal, towards your achievements. So accordingly you plan everything in your PDP plan. And again, I would like to remind you, it is relevant to your personal and the professional development plan. Suppose that you are not a job person, you are not a earning person and anything, and you are just a family person, especially for the housewife, they may also make a plan. They may also make a PDP plan. Then this I want to achieve for my family or for myself. Or suppose that if they want to reduce their weight, they want to become more presentable or something. So which skills they want to add up in their own personalities. So accordingly they make the plan. Then this is my goal, and these are the resources are required, and these type of the steps I will take. Then I will monitor all the things accordingly. Then I will, with a timeline, that's in with some of the week, if you want to reduce your weight, the 5 kg or the 10 kg or the 4 kg, something like that. And if you want to improve your skill, your communication skills, how presentable you are, in that way you may make a plan, anything. So it's not only related to your professional life, it is relevant to your personal life also, and it is very useful. If you go through the plan, then you may achieve anything in your life, with your efforts, with your planning, with your action steps, with your monitoring and evaluation. So accordingly, and later on you just celebrate. Now it's a time that how to write personal or professional development plan. So here, as I have explained you everything if you go through the flashback, then we started with the goal setting, that what is your first your own skills, your own assessment and all, then whatever the goal you want to achieve, accordingly you plan systematically according to the timeline and with the resources which are available and the time duration, with which time duration you will, but how to write it, how you will make it practically. And so I'll show you one or two charts accordingly, that how you could plan accordingly. It's all up to your choice, because you only know about your main goal, that what you want to achieve, because person to person it is vary, profession to profession it is vary, and being in a life, personal life only, in the family life, on the society it is vary. So when it is different, then I will show you some of the charts, and accordingly you may plan systematically which is more suitable to you. Here for the PDP plan, you may go through this chart and you just watch it very carefully, but you may change the things according to your main goal. Suppose that I took an example of that, what are my big goal? Suppose that you are a person of a saving mindset, that what you want to save in your deposits, what you want to make, how you will maintain your bank balance. Fine. So first you decide the goal. Suppose that your goal is saving a deposit. So which goals need to happen first? So what need to be happen to first? You set aside the like the 10% of your wages each month, or 20%, or the 5%, how much you want to save per month in your account, and you set a goal for how much I want to save, and the figure out how long it will take to get you there. Like what you want, suppose that your salary is a 1 lakh monthly, and you have decided that 20,000 or the 25,000 or the 10,000, it's all up to you, it's all up to your expenses, because you know better than anyone like how much you can save. So you decide that this much I want to save monthly, and you figure out at the same time that how much it will be there after the 12 months, after the 6 months, after the 5 years or 10 years, anything. Like in the SIP, suppose that you want to start any SIP with your account, and that suppose that 10 monthly it is a 10,000 or the 20,000, it's all up to your salary. And after the 10 years, how much amount will be there, after the 20 years, how much amount will be there, and what is your requirement. So it's all up to your nature of job and your salary. And then you will decide the timeline, that when you want to achieve this, like in the age of, if you are of the 25 years, if you are of the 30 years, then accordingly you plan that after the 20 years I want this much amount in my account. If you want 1 CR or the 50 lakh or the 25 lakh, it's all up to you. Fine. Then you decide everything, then how much amount will be there after the 20 years in my account. Suppose that I want 1 or 2 CR in my account after the 20 years, after the 20 years of my life, or if you are planning your retirement or anything, then how much you will save monthly. What is your salary? What are your expenses? What are your monthly expenses? So how burdened you are, how many responsibilities are there with you, and either you can make a part in the secondary. Suppose that you are a business person, then how you want to expand your business. Suppose that your turnover is a 1 CR or something, then how much turnover you want after the 2 years, after the 6 months, after the 5 years or something. It's all up to you. It's all up to your goal. Then you will check what obstacles might get in my way, that which type of the hurdles are there, why you are not putting maybe it may be like you are not putting money in your account. So maybe the unexpected bills, such as your maybe you have so many responsibilities, you buy a car on loan, or many installments and many EMI are there, like your house loan or your the car loans and your kids fee and everything. So many features are there that you are not able to put money in your account, then you won't be able to get the same which you have planned, that after the 20 years I will get this much money. So these all are the obstacles might get in your way. So next part will be the how can I improve my chances to meeting my goals. Suppose that these are the obstacles, that is okay, but I want to achieve my goal. I want 20 like the 2 CRs after the 20 years. So you get a bank account that you cannot access until 20 years. Fine. Suppose that you are a person, you are very extravagant and you are not able to control yourself to withdraw amount from your account. So you may go through the locking, that this is the locking period is a 20 years, and within a 20 years I will not touch my account to withdraw money. That's it. Then create a standing order that transfers money on payday. Whenever your salary day is there, at the same time it will be deducted from your account and will be transferred to the your EMI plan, your SIP plan. So speak to an advisor. If you are not very much competent person, then you may speak to an advisor at the bank to get best account for saving a deposit. What are the schemes are there, which type of the SIP plans are there, which type of the mutual funds are there, or whatever the plans are there, maybe in the real estate or anything. It's all up to your mindset. It's all up to your comfort zone. You may talk with the expert that I want after the 20 years this much amount in my account, so what should I do? So through the locking period, because you need to know about your weaknesses also, fine. So this way you may then, where can I go for support? Because you need the resources, you need the support. So bank financial advisors will be there, maybe your seniors in your family, maybe your parents, maybe your friends who have gone through the processes. So you may talk, but nowadays it's the easiest option to go through the online. You check online, the multiple options are there with the evidences and the things, you may go through it and accordingly you may go. And here in the review, what I'm doing, that every month you just transfer the amount in your account if your goal is saving a deposit. So this is not relevant to the students only, this is not relevant to the professional and the person, this is relevant to everyone, because everybody wants to earn money, everybody want to save money, not only the earn, everybody want to save money for the future. So these type of the strategies also you may apply in your PDP plan. So it is not only related to the students or the professionals, it is relevant to the family and the society persons mostly. So this type you may make your plan. Secondly, if you are a student and if you want to, being a student, you want to go through the PhD, that I want to do PhD, I want to go through the completing my PhD. So how you will do it? You may learn about the PhD application process first, because if your goal is to secure the PhD degree, then your goals need to happen first. So what need to happen first? What the application process is there? You need to find a university, from which university you will do, who will be my supervisor, okay, and who will give the fund for the PhD, because it's a long process for the 5 to 7 years. So who will fund me? Then you need to create and submit your own applications, PhD applications. Then you need to work on your academic CV, because otherwise why the supervisor will take you if there will be no academic background? You need to attend some of the conferences and the workshop. You need to maintain the networking within the academicians, either the online or the offline. So when you will make the sound position, which goals need to happen first, this type of the things you will do. Then next is a, when do I want to achieve this? I would like to have found a like the, if you are want to do PhD and it's 23, so you say, like the nominally, if you go through the government and the particular university and you want to go through the true research, it will take 5 years or the 6 years. It's all up to university. Then you will decide your goal. It's a 23. So after the 5 years, I will achieve my target. Fine. Like that, in the 2027, I will get doctorate in that way. But again, you need to keep an eye on what are the obstacles are there. Maybe you are missing out on the PhD funding. There you have no fund. You don't have fee to pay for these all things. It could be the problem. If the right motivation is not there, if the lack of the knowledge is there, if you want to do the research in the current topic, that what is the management current skills and what is the economical liberalizations or what is the marketing strategies currently, but you don't have knowledge of those all things, and you don't have any academic background. So these all also may be the obstacles to achieve your target. Now the time is when you know about the obstacles, that how can you improve the chances to meeting your goals. Then you need to set up proper. You need to make a proper structure. You need to notify about new PhDs, that what is the new PhDs are, what are the new topics are. You need to focus on the topics and continue to read around the subject to keep up to date. Because if you are not updated subjectively, you can't achieve it, because PhD is not an easy thing. You can't get in quickly in the seconds, or you can't buy it from. So you need to work out accordingly. Then you need to read the guides to how to apply and get advice on academic CV. Like if your record, if your CV is updated, academically you are strong, you have attended many conferences, you are a very good writer, you have a very good skills, then you will get a good supervisor and you may be enrolled in a proper renowned university. So where can I go through for the support? Now you need the support, you need the resources to achieve your goal. Then you will go through the lecturers, you will go through the career advisors, you will go through the professors, you will go through the universities, and you will go through the different type of the websites also. You may check out that which universities are good, which university's rating is good, where the supervisors are there, how you will get the supervisor. This way, so with those all things you may achieve your target. Because if you're thinking only that one day I will achieve this, one day I will go through those all things, no, it's not possible. You need to make a plan accordingly. When the systematic plan is there, you may achieve anything. So I've shown the two examples over there. Even if you want to save, if you are a family person, the society person, or the earner of the family, then how you will save. If you are a student, then how you will complete your doctorate or anything. These are the two examples, but you may plan accordingly anything, whatever you want to achieve in your life. This is another example of the PDP plan. Like if you, I said that you need to assess in between, you need to monitor and you need to analyze. So this is for the short and long term. Like you need to practice that make you better every day. Suppose that you are you want to reduce your weight and you want to be very festive, or you want to be very smart because something, then you need to practice that make you better every day. Then you can maintain the record, your daily goals, your monthly goals, your yearly goals, or anything, and you don't need to mind about that what is my goal is. Whatever you want for yourself, that should be fixed. You don't need to feel any shy on something, you need to be very much confident about, and you just practice for yourself, practice for your body, practice for your soul. Whatever you want to be in your life, you just track the record. You can go through the daily goals, you can go through the monthly goals, you can go through the yearly goals. So multiple samples are there, and accordingly you may go through that, because you know only that what is your goal and what you want to achieve with a limited timeline. So accordingly you can make, because you know yourself better than the others. So these all are the samples, and you may apply these all samples to make your own PDP plan. So now we are at the end. A personal development plan or the PDP plan or the professional development plan is all well and good in principles. But to really make the most of it, you must wholeheartedly embrace both yours and the PDP's potentials. So as it will only be as useful as the amount of your efforts and dedication you put into it, because without putting your efforts, it is not possible. So it is a self-improvement consists of the activities that develop a person's capabilities and the potentials, and it will build human capital and facilitate employability or enhance quality of life and facilitate the realization of your dreams and the aspirations. So everybody needs to go through the PDP plan, and remember, it is a flexible tool that evolves as you do, as an student or the professional. It helps you proactively manage your growth. It takes a charge of your learning and enhance your skills for a successful career or the successful life.